Hey family. So I'm out here today. Today is actually December 26th. It is the day after Christmas. I just want to say to all of you who either went on Instagram or Facebook or here on YouTube and wished me a Merry Christmas. Just to let you guys know, I am grateful and I'm, very thankful for all of your well wishes. I do not celebrate Christmas, but, I'm glad that you guys thought about me and I hope you enjoyed your holiday. But I only celebrate biblical holidays. So once again, I appreciate all of your well wishes and I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday. But today I am out here because my compost piles are not heating up for me. Now they are in an area where they get a lot of shade. So I'm getting what, most people would call worm castings. I'm getting a lot of worm castings, but my piles are not heating up, therefore seeds are still thriving in there. I had ants come in there, and so today I am out here. I started the other day dissecting them. I emptied them out. I am just going to do them on the ground as I did before, and I am going to put them into one pile. So right now I'm getting ready to dissect one pile to add it into another and just do it all over again. And I will be adding more things like paper and cardboard and egg cartons, things like that in there, because I haven't been adding that much in there. Usually it's just kitchen scraps and leaves, grass clippings, old soil, things like that. So I do need to add a lot more newspaper and cardboard and toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls, things like that. So I'm going to be adding a lot of that in today also. Well, not a lot, just what I have. And I'm going to take you guys along with me so you can see the deconstruction and the reconstruction. So stay tuned, guys. Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Don't forget, grow some trees, grow some food, grow something. Let's get started. So we've had rain for 3 days now, and this is pretty much what the stacks look like right now. So this is everything that was in the 2 big black rubber trash cans that I had, and this is the other pile that I have started deconstructing. As you can see at the bottom, the squirrels dig through here because they hide their little acorns and stuff. So you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to start taking the branches and stuff out of here, and going to dig a hole down the center to add all of this over here, which is covered in leaves right now, but underneath there it is mostly everything that was broken down from the kitchen scraps and the grass clippings and other old leaves. And I'm going to be adding that to the center of this pile over here. So in this basket, I have a bunch of toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls. I'm going to be cutting those up. I still have a few of the kitchen scraps, some eggshells, and a carton. And right now, I'm going to start cutting these up so that they'll break down a lot quicker. So, although it's fairly quiet out here right now, my neighbors are playing music. So there might be some places in here where I have to kind of mute it out. So if you guys lose the sound, it's not you, it will actually be the video. If you guys ever do this, there's actually a really cool craft project that you do using these. And you pretty much glue these pieces together. You can make flowers, stars, whatever. You paint them. You can use them for a lot of different things. I used to do this with the daycare kids and make all kinds of craft projects. Even back when I celebrated Christmas, we actually made Christmas ornaments out of them. As you guys can see, I have a full bag over here, and I have barely touched the surface of this pile. So I'm gonna bring in one of the black trash cans to help me get a lot more of this out. And yeah, this also helps me realize what is breaking down and what isn't breaking down in there, because like I said, there's no heat in there at all. So some of the stuff that has been in there for almost a year is still in its original state that I put it in there. So, all right, here we go. Are you alive? So if you look down in the middle of this pile, you can see that's where I've been adding all of my food scraps. I'm gonna cover them back up. So right now, I'm gonna open that up some more. I'm going to add all of the paper down in there. And then this pile, which as you can see is dry in the center, I'm going to cover the top of this with that, wet it down really well, and then I think I might be discarding all of that that's over there depending on what I find underneath. And I will be building a bin around this one, but not today. So you can see all of that down in there. Putting some more of the kitchen scraps. But just gonna add that whole thing down in there, and add some more. I'll be covering that back up. And like I said, I'm going to be adding this on there and wetting it as I go. See my beautiful little wiggler in there. Like I said, I get a lot of worm activity. I get a lot of worm castings. But this pile, like I said, is not heating up because the ratio is not right. So, all right, we'll get this going before it gets dark. Alright, so now, you guys can see, I am down to one pile, which is going to make it a lot easier for me to get moisture in here, and it's going to make it a lot easier for me to turn. So hopefully by spring, I'm going to cover this with a tarp, and hopefully by spring, I'm going to have enough compost to redo all of my beds, because I've decided to build all brand new beds. So hopefully I will have enough for each bed. I didn't really want to see a giant pile back here, but you know what? To me, it looks a lot better than the 2 black trash cans. And once I build the bend around it, not bend, it's gonna look a lot better. So maybe I'll get the kids to help me paint it. But this was a lot of work, and I still have a whole nother trash can to dump. All right, so you guys can see that, you know what, it's still pretty dry. So I'm going to take the hose and soak this really good, cover that center section back up, and hopefully that's gonna do it. Someone had asked me why you can always hear cars, motorcycles, etc. in my background, and it's because I do live in an urban area. I'm in Southern California. I am 1 block away from a major street, and I am a block and a half, not just away from the freeway, but actually a freeway entrance. So you're always going to hear cars and things like that in my background. All right, so I'm just going to cover that section back up. Look at that, still got dry parts. Wow. So hopefully we'll absorb some of this water, we'll see. But I'm gonna let it sit out today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna cover it with a tarp. And I don't even want this like soaking wet, I just want it damp. But I mean, there are parts in there that are like dusty dry. This is actually how I started off composting. But I did it over there where my vegetable garden is. And did it this way, and I kept it covered with a tarp, and I literally had beautiful compost in 2 months' time. Especially with the heat that we get out here. And that thing used to be steaming. So apparently my neighbor has a new dog, and yeah, it's not letting me record. Anyway, so got some more newspaper, and I'm going to be adding it in there also. Alright guys, so this is one of those days that you just can't help getting dirty. So I actually feel pretty filthy right now, especially with bugs crawling on me and the lizard that I found. And I'm gonna go in and take a shower and get started on dinner. And once again, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you all had a great holiday, and I will see you all in the next video. That was a lot of work. Thanks for joining me.